Welcome back to the Duel's Corner, where stories come alive, ideas ignites, and every opinion matters. I am DJ, your warehouse philosopher, breaking down stories like they just dropped on streaming. And Ruby is always in the background doing her technical prowess, making things amazing. And today we are breaking down Monday Night Raw from October 27th, 2025. Quite a show. I don't feel like the show was filler. I don't feel like the show. Now, the short, did it have some dead moments? Hell yes. Did some moments make me go to sleep? Hell yes. But other things was very intriguing. They're planting seeds, they're taking their time, and they're telling good stories. That's all I really want Paul Levesque to do. Drop the shock value, drop all the bullshit. Clearly, Seth Rollins' injury fucked a lot of shit up. There's no secret to that, but just regroup, breathe, get your head in the game, and let's get this W. So let's just jump right into it. So you have the cold openings and the arrivals. I hate this fucking thing. I hate the fact that when the show's coming on, you see them getting out of their car, coming in, and they're walking, and they're like, oh, Charlie, and they're drinking coffee. I don't give a fuck. First of all, you should be there already, number one. I don't give a shit about you coming into the building. And like, what is a cameraman doing? Like, are you waiting in a parking lot and just following them? And then you got Penta coming out and he's doing the strut. Can you imagine that? Like, just fucking walk. I mean, the strut is cool, but just walk. Like, is the cameraman, if he got to go to the bathroom, the cameraman's going to follow him out of the bathroom? Can you imagine you're just walking down the street and just Penta's just doing a strut, walking into like a 7-Eleven? It's like, dude, like, drop this. If them not coming in the parking lot is setting up an angle, this is just my opinion, just fucking drop it. Please. So as they're doing it, and I get it, as they're coming in, they're kind of giving you the synopsis of the night, what's going to happen. So I get that, but it's just such a stupid fucking visual. So, our first segment, in the ring, face-to-face, CM Punk and main event, Jey Uso. So the belt is on the pedestal, the yeeting. Jay comes in, yada, 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 cuts his promo. I'm going to win and I'm going to, do all that shit. They, the crowd pandering, the run it back, all that shit. And then Punk comes out with his interest and then he does the same thing playfully. He runs it back. And then Punk did his version, 4 letters, 1 word, Punk. And it was interesting. And the key line here that stood out to me, I need this title like I need air in my lungs. And he challenges Jay in saying how far you're going to go. I don't want the right-hand man. I don't want you being in your brother's shadow. What is Jey Uso's going to do? To the point to where Jay responds saying, screw you, Punk. 4 letters, 1 word, ye. There was no physicality. It was all psychological warfare. My honest takeaway of this segment was Jay can't cut a promo. And a lot of that probably had to do with him losing the world title the first time. Now, maybe a heel run can ignite Jay again? Possibly. I'm not sure. But it's just that opening segment left a lot to desire. And Punk is a wordsmith. And Punk held back a lot because Punk really, if he wanted to, he could have obliterated him. But, he kept it basic. He kept it basic. The point was made. And we'll see what happens this Saturday. I'm going to do a predictions possibly Friday. Maybe Saturday morning. I know that's pushing it, but sometimes SmackDown throws some last minute bullshit. So if I don't do it Friday night, it'll definitely be Saturday morning. But enough of that. Let me get into the segment shit I do like, and this is crazy to me. If you would have asked me a year ago, would I be excited for a fucking Judgment Day storyline or anything? I would have been like, fuck off. But the Judgment, though, is so fucking messy. It's like love and hip hop. It's so much drama, bullshit, everything going on in there. So let me just get it. So first of all, before anybody said a motherfucking thing, Finn Balor has that shit-eating grin like he just saw his sister sneaking the boyfriend out the window. Roxanne got her head down looking like, oh shit. Raquel looking like Big Mama looking at Dom like, So Dom is like, hey, G, I need help, bro. Penta and Rusev, They about to go for number one contenders. I can't shake these motherfuckers. And then Raquel was like, hey, fuck all that noise, bro. You know, you're a cheater. You've been cheating. And let's just pause there. And I thought that was good storytelling, foreshadowing, and writing. Whoever is writing the Judgment Day shit, bravo. Because it's obvious they're not talking about him winning matches cheating. They're talking about something with Raquel. Because Raquel's facials, the facials in the Judgment Day when shit go wrong is amazing. All of them are great. And you know, and with that just shit-eating grin, like, yeah, I got your ass. So, Dom, like, bro, I don't cheat. I ain't do none of that. Like, whoa, like, I don't think so. Anyway, I need help. So then, you know, Fed and JD, like, bro, we got our own shit. We trying to get the belts back, bro. Look, we ain't seeing you right now. You gonna have to figure that out. You know, on phone them, like everything. They would just dismiss them. So they walked away. He hopped on the phone. So we already know who he finna call. He finna call the Los Americanos. He finna call his little homies. But I just love this segment. You know, and Judgment Day is like the last couple months, Judgment Day has been all on Raw. So they're clearly being featured, but they're good segments. Like I said, whoever's writing them, man, bravo. And then we get another fucking cutaway of Nikki Bella arriving. Who the fuck cares? I'm sorry. I mean, Nikki looks in great shape. She's not wrestling bad, but it's like, nobody cares. And this is not talking shit. I love women wrestling. I love it. But Nikki's time is over. Nobody cares. She's walking through and it's like crickets. It's like these cutaways of her. Nikki Bella's arrived. Like, dude, why? Just why? Okay, enough of that. Back to something that matters. We got Penta versus Rusev for the Intercontinental number one contenders match here. This was hot. It's amazing. These guys have great chemistry. I always love to see a brawler and a high-flying striker go at it. These guys whoop some ass. They put on a good program. This is a very good match. The crowd was into it. But of course, the Los Americanos, El Grande, Americana, a.k.a. Ludwig Kaiser, Rayo, and Bravo jumped them, ending in a no contest. In the process of, Rusev got up, and then Penta joined in, and they chased him out. And both of them stood in the ring looking like, hey, we hate each other, but we going to have to work together to get rid of them. So next week, guess a tag team. Holla, holla, player. But after that, Adam Pearce, and shout out to Adam Pearce, bro. He's probably the best fucking general manager in like the history of all general managers, because he is for no bullshit. When somebody do some slick shit or some bullshit, he instantly own it and make you pay. He does not fuck around. So he went ahead and said, all right, bro, this Saturday is a triple threat match with Dom Mysterio, Penta, and Rusev. This shit could steal the fucking show. Low key. And honest to God, I hate to say it. Well, fuck it. No, I'm gonna say it. This should main event. Period. That should main event. Fucking Saturday night's main event. Because these guys gonna go crazy. So then we got backstage. We got LA Knight versus Jackie Redmond. And Knight admits he fell short and vows to leave Saturday. He vows. This is a stupid shit. You know, I can't even get it out because I feel so bad for LA Knight. LA Knight, once upon a time, was the hottest motherfucker in the company. Like, sizzling. And it's like, you gotta, and that's what is interesting with me with LA Knight. Like, Jey Uso was hot, and they pulled the trigger immediately and gave him the title. And he was lukewarm at best as a champion. And then you had LA Knight that was white hot when Roman was on top and Cody lingering around, and they didn't pull the trigger. And if you would have, LA Knight he could talk on the mic, he's charismatic, he's a cosplay of Stone Cold and The Rock, and it would have worked. So he basically just said here, yeah, you know, I fell short, but whoever wins, I'm coming for you type shit. Typical jargon. Typical. And then we got a backstage segment with The Vision, Paul Fatty, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. So Heyman is still trying to kind of, hey, you know, be calm, wait your turn, be patient. We don't want to fuck up and get suspended. And Braun just ready to smash. He just want to just beat up people, get the fucking title. And he made a fucking good point. He did. Breaker said, bro, even those motherfuckers, we just ran in there and Ruckshaw. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna, well, he's gonna suspend us and blah blah blah. Like, bro, no, like, stop it, cut it out. So Paul Heyman pretty much said, hey, we're gonna wait a turn. We're gonna let Jay and CM Punk fight each other, and we're gonna pick the bones, whoever wins. And Paul walks out first, and this was interesting. They didn't walk out together. Paul walks away first, and then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker kind of look like, yeah, we're gonna hurt somebody. And I really think here is a lot of great storytelling here, because I'm not fully convinced that Braun Breaker is on board with Paul Heyman. I think we're gonna see another breakout moment. And I'm going to keep that to myself, what I think is going to happen. I need some more information because, of course, these trailers and vignettes is happening. I got an idea, but we'll see what happens. We'll put a pin in that for now. So then we go to Adam Pearce's office with JD McDonough and Finn Balor are in there pleading their case for their rematch for the tag team titles. JD's aggressive here. He's for none of the bullshit. JD like, bro, we need our belts. We need that, dig right now. I don't get no fucks. Woo woo. So Finn is playing like the, little brother. Well, what he meant to say was this. So Adam Pearce, like I said, bro, he ain't for none of the bullshit. He said, hey, bro, y'all got eliminated. Y'all ran back in there and y'all eliminated Sheamus. So Sheamus won his fade back. So which one of you motherfuckers for the fight? JD just jumped up and said, I'll fight him. Let's go. And the Finn's like, okay, I guess you go do it. So we got a match set up between JD McDonough and Sheamus later on the evening. Next up, we had the match between Roxy Perez and Nikki Bella. This is the point where nobody fucking cared. And it's like, dude, what? And here's the thing here. And this is like sidebar. First of all, I have to give two things. And this is a quick sidebar. SmackDown's doing a great job in showcasing the Man United States Championship. Raw is doing an amazing job in showcasing the Intercontinental Championship. Every other title is just half-assed. And it's like, dude, you have so much hours and segments and shit on TV. I don't give a fuck. Do something with your champions that's relevant. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. So this was a nothing match. Absolutely nothing. Typical Raquel interferes. Roxanne picks up the win. They're about to put the beat down on her. And Stephanie Vaquer runs out to make the save. They stare down Raquel. And Nikki Bella looks absolutely awkward staring. And it's just like, dude, it's like Stephanie Vaquer needs to be in the ring. I know she's was really sick and battling injuries. Maybe they're giving her a little time to catch her breath, which is well deserved. And they got to find a way to get her on TV. But I think putting her with Nikki Bella and putting her in these tag dude, have her showcase matches. Use her to be an avenue. I would have rather them had if she was cleared or was ready to go or whatever. I would have had her wrestle Raquel Rodriguez tonight. Have, showcase Raquel. She's so good. Once upon a time, she was in the top 3 with Bianca, Rhea Ripley, and, and her. She was up there. She was in that top 3. And it's she got sick with that mysterious illness, and it derailed her a little bit. But I think, this is the time we need to push Big Mommy Cool, as you say. Let's push her. And then we had another backstage say, and this was my favorite of the night. And this is another one. Anytime the Kabuki Warriors are doing anything, I'm here for it. So they confront Lyra. So Lyra comes in. So Lyra's so fucking confused. She don't know what the fuck's going on. So she, I guess Bailey pulled Bailey strings, talked some shit on Twitter, and basically challenged Charlotte and Alexa for the tag team championships. So Lyra had nothing to do with this. She coming in live and man, I gotta, bro, I ain't never fought these motherfuckers before. I don't know what to do. So she shocked. So Oscar pull up and, she do that, all that bullshit. And and pretty much what I could make out, she's like, you bogus for taking our spots. And if I see you in the streets, you finna catch this fade in Oscar language. I'm just breaking it down. So, Io's guy just bouncing and looking all crazy and shit. And she was like, hey. And then Oscar walked away like she normally do. And Io hey, bro, you might not want to, piss her. And she makes the faces and shit. And she runs away. This shit's great. Lyra's face in this expression is like, bro, what the fuck is going on? So then Bailey pops up like a wild Pokemon out of nowhere. You don't know what the fuck going on. So she's like, hey, G, what is going on? We got tag matches. What is happening? And Bailey like, hey, G, we finna like rewrite history. Remember WrestleMania and shit? We're supposed to be me, but I got fucked up by somebody. Oh, I got fucked up by Becky, but that's cool. But we finna win it tonight. And then Lyra's like, but G, I feel you, but I ain't never like fight these motherfuckers before. I don't know. And then Bailey was like, oh shit, you right. You haven't fought them before. Shit, you know what? We might lose. And then it was like, I felt like Lyra felt like she's about to snap and turn into like another alter ego. And Lyra was like, no, wait a minute. We can win. But what if we win? And we gonna win, and we gonna kick ass, and we gonna be the champions. And then I like brought Bailey back, and she's like, oh, cool. And they did like the little awkward like coordinated handshake and shit. They fucked up the first time. I saw that. Then they did it again, but it was weird. I guess like something fell off or some shit and they like fucked them both up. But it was a really fun and interesting segment. It was their chemistry is cool. And I was thinking earlier, I said even before when I was at work thinking about like when I was, putting all this together and trying to figure it out, I said, you know something? I said, Bailey is like the Chris Jericho of the women's division. And hear me out. It's like she reinvents herself so many times and is successful. She gets the psychology, she gets to be the wrestling, and it's like her name needs to be sung so much harder than what it is. That's just my personal opinion. So, and then we have Jimmy confronts Jay. This is round one. And Jimmy basically still feeling a certain type of way because Jay threw him out. But Jimmy, bruh, I fucks with you. But it's a battle royal, bro. It's everybody for themselves. I get Jimmy psyche. Hey, bro, we gonna throw everybody out, and then it's gonna be me and you, dig, and then let the best man win. But yeah, in theory, but bro, if I think you can get me in this opportunity, I'm gonna throw out my threats. This is how it go. But enough of my fucking logic. So Jimmy walks around, he pissed off, talking shit, and woo. And then Jimmy, like, if you believed in yourself, you wouldn't be scared of an Uso versus Uso type of situation. So the family tension is gaining, and maybe we're gonna finally get the right way of a brother versus brother feud that we tried to get at WrestleMania a couple years back that just fell fucking flat. So then we get to another match between Braun Breaker and LA Knight. It was a good match. Like, LA Knight is a great worker. Braun Breaker's amazing. Good match, but Breaker hits the spear for the pin. The message is sent. Whoever wins fucking Saturday is in trouble because Breaker's waiting for you. Simple as that. And then we get the JD versus Sheamus. JD gets the win with the help of Finn Balor hitting with the shillelagh, and he steals it. And then afterwards, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee steps up to stop the beatdown, and it's just basically to remind you there's going to be a tag team match next Monday Night Raw. I'm happy that the WWE is doing something with the tag team division. I'm not a fan of makeshift tag teams all the time, but putting AJ Styles in there, it gives like notoriety. He's a big star, and it makes it feel like a big deal, which they need to do. I don't think they're gonna have the belts long, which I really kind of want them to. In my heart, I feel like Judgment Day's gonna get it back. I don't like the hot potato, but they gotta build it. I get it. I understand it. So then we move to Jay and Jimmy, round two. But this is the reconsolidation a little bit. So Jay say, hey, I love you, brother. But he said, dude, don't add a lot of bullshit up into my match. I have to focus. Basically, Jay, like, I get where you coming from, bro, but hey, we both want the same thing. If the situation on the other end, you would have probably did the same thing. So they hugged it out in a little bit, but one of the things that was telling when they kind of did the dap, Jimmy kind of wiped the handshake off on his chest, so you could tell there's something going on. Will Jimmy cost him the belt? I don't know. We just have to wait and see. And then, they did a really cool featurette with Asuka's 10-year anniversary. And I'm like, damn, it's been 10 years already. Holy shit. 10 years ago, I was younger. But it's just crazy how fast they went by. And, in WWE, with their vignettes are absolutely phenomenal. The beautiful production is unmatched. You can't say anything. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Asuka's been a gem for the women's division ever since she stepped foot on it. And then we have the main event. We have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss champs versus Bayley and Lyra. Twisted Bliss versus Double Natural Selections to retain. This was a really good, fun match. Lyra's amazing. Bayley's a raisin. Charlotte is the GOAT. Alexa's just Little Miss Bliss. I love that the women got the shine to close the night off. This was absolutely beautiful. There was a kerfluffle when Lyra hit the Nightwing. Her hair got stuck in Alexa Bliss's fun bags, but they quickly adjusted because they're professionals, got it going, and they hit a sweet double natural selection. It was sexiness personified. These girls went balls to the walls, no pun intended, and kicked ass. I enjoyed every bit of it. And then after the bullshit, the Kabuki Warriors run down and they whoop more ass. So they really setting up this women's division as the hot ticket. And that's what they need to do. That was such a great move in putting the women's tag team closing the fucking show. That's great. They need to do more of that. Them titles that are just kind of floundering and need that. I'm not saying do it every fucking Raw or SmackDown, but occasionally build something up to where we can get to that. Title matches on regular TV are good sometimes. Even if even if you can figure out who's going to win or retain, it's just having the present makes it feel great. So this was great. I thought Raw overall, I don't like grading and giving points, but it was a good show. I don't think it was filler. I think it told a lot without telling anything. If you really was paying attention, you could see where some of these stories are going to go. I'm actually very excited for Saturday night's main event. I mean, before watching Raw, I was kind of like, but seeing what happened, I'm actually intrigued. I do want to see more. So this is me at the Duo's Corner, like always. Enjoy yourself. It's hard out there. Be safe. Check on your people. Check on your family. And I will catch you in the next one. Oh, yeah, of course, always. Duh. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. We're out.